All right, all right, all right. La, let's take a look. So first I'm going to start with the oracle cards. So these are different than the tarot, but they just paint another picture for you. So I always use them just to confirm, take a look at what's going on. If it resonates, great. You can let me know if it makes sense for your situation. But these are usually very much on point. So let's see. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine a light on what I need to see when it comes to La. When it comes to La, please show me. Just give me a little background on what's going on with him. Hurting. It says crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. So it looks like right now you could be in a very dark place. We're going to dig more later to see why you feel this way, but you could be crying to yourself or confiding in people that you feel close to, but it looks like you've been crying to yourself and being by yourself and feeling very lonely, feeling, I just heard being in despair. So something has you in the energy of feeling like hopeless and like you don't know what to do. Worried, tired of going through one thing after the next is what I'm getting. And something has you feeling a lot of hurt. You feel hurt about something. This character looks very much... And you see, there's also, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't because of the glare. But I see smoke. So it seems like this is the energy that you're in. You do hide it. I feel like you hide it from other people. A lot of people don't know that you're going through depression right now. You're going through anguish, like mental anguish right now. And no one knows. And you're just smoking and you're staying to yourself, and you could just be in your room in the dark. Or if you're not sitting in the dark by yourself crying, you could feel like your world is very dark right now. Like there's nothing to be happy about, there's nothing to celebrate, and you just feel like, what is it all about? Why am I here? Like there's something that just got you really down, like down in the dumps, down. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you. Tell me more. Determined. It says determined. And this says persistent. Still holding on. And it says flowers, gifts. So it could be two scenarios. It could be that you're dealing with somebody right now and you maybe in the past, in the recent past, you have felt like it wasn't going to work with you and this person. But you still pushing through with them and still giving your energy to them in hopes that it will work. Like you might see this person as someone that you can marry and you can have something long term with. The couple on this card, you see, it looks like they got married. So, it could be that. It could also be that just in your life right now, even though you're going through, this is the second scenario, you could be just feeling like, yes, I'm going through a depression right now, but I'm still holding on. I'm still going to push through. Like you're not at that point where you're ready to take your life or, some crazy shit, some crazy white shit. But, it's like you still going to wake up and do whatever you got to do and give life your all and push through because you have determination. You have a lot of dedication. And I feel like I'm just getting with this energy that even though you're going through a rough patch right now, you're somebody who deep down, you're a very strong person, right? And give me 1 second. I'm back. But deep down, even though you're going through this right here, right now, you're somebody who could pull yourself right up out of there because you have strength within you. And you don't give up. You're not somebody who goes through shit and just throw in the towel. No, you're going to go through your shit. But you're going to pick yourself up and you're going to keep going. In fact, the more things that happen, I feel like it actually gives you ammo. It gives you energy to keep pushing, keep going. Like, oh, tried to knock me down. Life is trying to knock me down. Okay, well, I'm gonna show life. I'm gonna show you. I can't be knocked down. I can't stay down. And this is your mentality, and this is what I'm getting. So it could be one of them two scenarios. Okay, tell me. Let's pull one more, and then I'm gonna jump in the tarot for you, because I wanted to get your reading out real quick first before I do my reading, because I got to do a reading tonight for my channel, and that's going to be like 30 minutes. So but I told you I got you. Fighting. This one says fighting. Trust issues, one-sided and detached. So again, if you happen to be in a connection with somebody, this is someone who you get into it with. You guys bump heads a lot. Not only that, maybe you don't trust them, or they don't trust you, or both of y'all just have trust issues, period. Maybe you see how they move and you're like, nah, I know they doing them behind my back. And they could be accusing you of doing you. And I don't know what you do. So it could be true, it could be not. But I just see that you guys do argue and you clash, and you feel defensive a lot of the time with this person, because you have to always explain something. You have to, and this could be somebody who, when they get upset, they don't communicate. They have like communication problems. So y'all can't really talk through it, because this person want to yell and scream, and it could be like that. Another thing that I'm getting is that I see detached. So that could be that when you guys do clash, you stay away from this person. Maybe you guys go through periods where you disconnect from each other, and then you start talking again or whatever. Like, you'll get into an argument and then you won't talk for a couple of weeks or whatever, a month or whatever it is. And then, you kind of detach from them because you don't want to deal with it. Another thing too is that this person wants things. I get an energy of this person wanting things their way. They have a hard time being able to see things from your side. And that's another reason why y'all fight and y'all argue, because this person is only one track minded. They think their way is the way. And like, they don't care what nobody else has to say. Their way is the right way, and that's it. There is no, you might feel with this person that there is no way to, hold on, because this cat, I have to keep spraying the cat because she keep coming in here. Get your ass out. Where she went? She be trying to jump on top of my TV. You might feel like there's just no way to work with this person, because it's almost impossible, because they have an issue when it comes to their ego. They have an issue with trust, and they have communication problems. All right. That's if you're dealing with somebody. Let me try to get her out of here. She ran under my bed. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sick of her. She ran out my room now. But okay, so we got that. I wet my hand and I don't want to wet my cards. Hold on. Okay. Now let's get some tarot for you. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see when it comes to La. When it comes to La and his situation right now. Spirit, please show me what I need to see. Please show me. Shine a light on what I need to see when it comes to La and his life right now. What he has going on in his life. One more shuffle. What does he have going on? All right, that was perfect. Okay. And then you could let me know once you take a look at this what made sense. All right, I always like to get feedback, from everybody that I do readings for. And I have a nice little following of people that, they purchase readings from me. Of course, I'm not going to charge you because you're like family. So, But at some point I might, though. I might be like, yeah, I need that. But my readings is usually only $44. So 44 because that's my number. This is the address where I'm at right now, and I felt like it's a good number, 44. So yeah, anyway, Spirit, please show me what energy lies in right now. What energy is he in? Justice reversed. Okay, I'll show it to you in the upright. Okay, you could feel like something right now is just not right. It's not fair. A situation that you're in, it's not something that you feel that it's not something that you deserve to be in. And you feel like, why me? Why do I have to be going through this? What did I do to deserve this? This kind of feeling with this justice being reversed. Something playing out not in your favor, and you feel like it should have definitely played out the right way because you deserve it to be that way. But it's not. And that's where you're at with it right now. Tell me more about the justice reversed, Spirit. And the Knight of Swords reversed. I'm going to show it to you in the upright. It doesn't matter if it's a female or a male on the card. Don't get hung up on that. This is energy. So we all have female and male energy, right? Yin and yang, right? So, but anyway, Knight of Swords energy is like, right now you could be moving pretty recklessly. You could be, instead of really taking your time and analyzing situations before you jump into them, being analytical, studying the situation, learning the situation or the person or whatever it is that's going on, instead of moving calculated, you're moving right now pretty like you're rushing into things. You could be rushing into things because the Knight of Swords energy is about being reckless, like jumping without looking. You know what I mean? Like taking a leap without even looking. Oh my God, I'm about to, leap off of a cliff. But you're so ready to jump that you don't see that it's a cliff and you wind up jumping to your death. That kind of energy. You know what I mean? So it could be something going on right now where you could be getting karma, or also you could be paying the price for something that you rushed into, something that you didn't think through, a situation that could have been avoided. And now you feel like, damn, it's not fair that I'm going through this. But actually, you have to look at the fact that if you would have really paid attention to what it is you were getting into, right, before you jumped in it, then you could have definitely saved yourself the hurt, the pain, the depression, that dark place that we saw that you're in. You could have saved yourself from that, but yeah, I just feel like there's something here going on with you where you moved without really thinking it through, and you could be dealing with now the consequences or the aftermath of that, and you're not happy about that at all. You feel like, damn, what did I get myself into? The situation is unbalanced. Whatever it is, you're in a situation where you feel like I'm getting that one-sided energy again too. But you feel like so the other party, because I feel like it's you and it could be someone else involved, the other party, they're getting what they want, but you're not getting what you want, so it's an unfair situation, okay? That's one scenario that it could be. Doesn't have to be, but if you happen to not be dealing with anybody at all, just the situation that you feel you're in is something that you don't feel is right. It's not something that you deserve at this point, and that's how you feel. You feel like justice has not been served. You haven't gotten what you needed to get out of the situation. Okay. All right. What else do I want to look at? How's La's money right now? How's his finances? How's his finances? 7 of Swords. You could be robbing Peter to pay Paul at this time. More sword energy. You could be doing, I'm going to tell you what I see. this Seven of Swords is always about like being sneaky. You see how this person is this person, they gathered up some swords. I'm going to tell you what it is since you probably can't see. They took some swords, basically. They stole some swords from somebody back here in the village. And now they're going down the road hoping that they don't get caught. The moon is out. So you could be, when it comes to your money, I just feel like you might be doing things that you have to look over your shoulder now and make sure you don't get caught doing it, you know, or it could be that, like I said in the beginning, robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know. You could be borrowing money, having to borrow money from people, but then you're not paying it back, or, you know, things like that. That could be the situation. Or I just heard scamming. That could be one. That could be one. I'm not here to judge. You know, we done got down before it did some things, but I'm just telling you what I see. But Seven of Swords is about being caught up, you know, because when you do things under the moonlight, the moon is what illuminates things. So maybe something that you did, you could have got caught doing it. And that could be why you feel justice isn't being served. The Justice card also, I forgot to mention that the Justice card also has to deal with like legal issues. So you could be dealing with legal issues right now and it's not going in your favor. It's not going in your favor and you feel like it's not fair the way that things is turning out. Okay? Maybe because this Knight of Swords is a person, maybe the person that you have these legal issues with, or somehow they're involved. They could be an air sign. They could be an air sign like me. They could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, because that's what the swords represent. They represent air. So, but yeah. Okay. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. Who is this Knight of Wands reversed? Now there's somebody else that popped out. The Knight of Wands. Well, this card came reversed though. But what I will say, and that's the Knight of Wands. Wands represent fire, and that's your element, fire. That's Aries, Leo, Sag. So what I'm getting is when it comes to your money, right now, shit could have really came to a stop when it comes to the flow of your money. And I feel like at some point you was getting money and it was coming in nice and you was content with that. But I see that right now, being it came reversed, that your money is, I feel like it comes in and then it goes right out. So you can't, you're finding it hard to be able to save. Hold on. Let me get this cat's driving me crazy. Hold on. Put that up there. You're finding it hard to be able to save because as soon as you get money, it dries right up. It just gets sucked right up. Now, let's see your love life real quick. Tell me about La's love life, Spirit. About his love life. Six of Wands. Okay. Tell me more about the Six of Wands. And Wands is your energy. It's Aries, Leo, Sag with those wands. Knight of Pentacles. You're dealing with somebody. You're dealing with somebody, and it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, this person. And I feel like this person is in a good situation when it comes to their finances, and they could be established. They could, you know, have their own place, a car. They could, you know, be doing well for themselves. But I see, you know, if you are in a connection, which it looks like you are, that you feel like when it comes to this person, you feel like it could be successful. It's something that you do. And in the beginning, remember we pulled these cards, the oracles in the beginning. and you feel, if you're dealing with somebody, you do feel like that person has potential to be someone that you could be with for the long term. And the Knight of Pentacles represents a relationship where it's going to be a slow burn. So it's going to be like, it is going to lead up to something, but it's going to take a while because the Knight of Pentacles don't move quick. This person is somebody who likes to take their time. They don't like to rush. They might have even told you, like, I want to take my time, get to know you, let's date and things like that, because they want to really make sure that you're their person before they just jump right in. This is who the Knight of Pentacles is. And so it might take a long time for this person to commit to you. And that's why you might be thinking, oh, they're dealing with other people, because they might be. They just might be, because they are somebody who it takes time for them to really lock in. They want to know that you're worth it. So this is who it is. But you do look at them as somebody who you can have success with, victory with. They do bring you happiness, joy. You guys celebrate together. You go out. You might go out, hang out, have a good time, or just whenever you're together, it is a good time until it's not, right? But because I see that there's arguments that happen too. But that's normal for any relationship. Every relationship has ups and downs, right? But for the most part, as far as your love life goes, it looks like you don't feel, even though you and them might clash, you still feel like this person is worth having. And you do feel like it's something that you want and you want to keep pursuing. You know, you pursued them and you got them and you want to keep them. Okay. Let's see one more. What's the advice for La? Because I got to go. What's the advice? The Moon reversed. I'm going to show it to you in the upright. The Moon, that came reversed. Tell me more about the Moon. And the Tower. Look at the Tower. Wow. Okay. Two major arcanas. These are very... Okay, this is what they're saying. Your advice at this point, they want you to know that there's a tower that either you're going through right now or you will be going through. All right. Now, what the tower is basically something that happens in our life that is unexpected. It's an event that happens that comes and it shakes your life up. It shakes your world up. This could be a living situation where you get evicted. You see how she's being thrown. This character is being thrown from the building. It could be that you had a fire, God forbid, and that fire actually, made you homeless. It could be that you lose your job, or you lost your job. They're saying that either this tower has already happened for you recently, or it's on the way. There's a tower that's coming. Now, why does it happen? The tower happens because you, at this time, this is something you need to go through so that you can make some changes in your life and within yourself. It's about your foundation basically being shook up, destroyed, and totally destroyed to the point where you have no choice but to just rebuild all new. And when you rebuild yourself and you rebuild your situation brand new, they want you to do it in a different way. Because if you do it the same way you did it before and the same way you always been doing it, it's not going to work. You will never be happy. You're never going to have stability. So you have to do it different. Okay? Now, you would know what I mean by that. Also, with this Moon card, what they're saying is... Now, what the hell was that? What they're saying is now with the Moon card is all about anxiety. I feel that it's about worry. So they're saying that they see, you see this eye up here? Your spirit guides, your angels, God sees that right now you're feeling very anxious. You could be in a very worried place. Only you would know why. It could be, like I said, that you might be going through the tower. All right, your living situation, your relationship, or just you feel I told you the examples of what the tower is, so it could be any of those things. Now, you feel anxious about it. You can't sleep. You worrying. If you're in your head about it, and they want you to know that they see it, right? So you're being watched. You're being protected with that eye, that all-seeing eye. Everything that you're going through is not in vain, and the advice is for you to look within yourself, connect with spirit, connect with God in your own way. Because right now, that's the only thing that's going to help you to get through this. Right now, you're going through a tower moment, or you will be very soon. Okay, something is going to shake everything up, and you're going to have to start from scratch. Okay, but you're not somebody that is super religious or anything like that, but you do connect with God in your own way. I see that. And they want you to make sure to stay connected during this time, because that's what's going to give you the strength to get through this. And you're being thrown. You might feel like you're being thrown for a loop, I just heard, or just things are happening and you don't even understand why, but I just explained to you why. You're meant to go through this so that you can rebuild. I told you that. All right, so just make sure you remember this, and make sure you save the video so that you could go back to it and let me know what's going on, if, as far as what made sense, what actually, and look, oh my God, look. Okay, so the bottom of the deck, all I did was I turned the deck over, okay? The bottom card of the deck, we call that, this is the shadow card. So this is what you don't see coming. What you don't see coming is the sun. You will get through this. The sun is one of my favorite cards, because it's so joyous. The sun makes you feel warm and happy, right? And you see how this character is so at peace. You have peace coming to you. You don't see it. You don't see it because right now you're going through hard times and dark times. But right now, they want you to know that if you hold on and you do what I said, stay connected to God, pray up, and make sure you make the changes that you need to make. Okay, when it's time for you to rebuild yourself and your situation, what's going to be coming to you that you don't see is happiness, peace, content. You're going to feel joy. And not only that, you're going to be, because if you see how these sunflowers are really standing out to me on this card, the sun helps plants to grow and flowers to grow, right? And they're just saying that you going through everything that you're going through right now is meant to help you grow and be strong and shine. And you see how this character, she has her hands out, right? This is you with your hands out. I feel like this is going to help you to really surrender more so to God and be more vulnerable when it comes to the divine, to your higher power, God. And it might bring you closer, actually, to God, being that you're going through this. This might be like the straw that broke the camel's back, because we all been through things, but sometimes it's that one last thing that's like, you know what, after this, I'm changed. Like, I'm not doing things the same way no more, because I'm not going through this again. And I feel like it's going to really give you everything that you're going through now with this sun energy is going to give you illumination. It's going to wake you up. It's going to help you to see where you need to be in life and how to get there. It's going to give you clarity, because things are always, you can't hide nothing under the sun, right? You can't hide nothing under the moonlight either. Both of those things illuminate and light up what needs to be seen. And so you're wondering right now, why am I going through this? Why me? And that kind of energy I'm getting from you. But once you go through all of this, when it's all said and done, when the dust settles, you're going to be able to look up and be like, you know what? It helped me. It helped make me stronger. It helped to bring me closer to God. It might even, like I said, strengthen your spirituality, and just, it'll put you in a place where you're not going to allow nothing or nobody to ever destroy your peace again. And And I see that you've been through a lot, because if you look in the back of this character, I don't know if you can see, there's mountains back there. There's ups and downs, and there's valleys and plateaus, and you've been through a lot in your life. And what you don't see coming is you will have your day in the sun. I just heard with this sun card. All right. I love you. I love you. I'm praying for you. So whatever you're going through, just know, we don't talk all the time. God knows, but that don't mean that I forgot about you or anything like that. Let me know how this hit for you, and I'll talk to you later. I got to get ready to now do my channel reading. All right? Later.